Half of the population is hungry, and the other is greedy. What with all the money, but none for the needy. Shit, man, I jump out of the frying pan just to be another dying man, so I fold my hands in the crying stance. I've been to the gutters of the streets, and I've seen the mothers with kids with no shoes on their feet. But the buyers and sellers, they live a little better. A nice house and mortgage, while the others are stealing the porridge. You got kids on the welfare, sleeping at the park cause they're scared of the shelter. We shouldn't call it living life, it's more like death. You can end it with a knife, life choke you out, you lose your breath. Respect is what you want, so you better earn it, cause so many people don't get it when they deserve it. So have purpose, walk around like the world owes you something. Punk, we owe you nothing. We gotta work or sweat for some respect, and break your neck for a worthless check. Check, the mic is on, mathematics is profounding. The square root of pi is forever, so dramatic and astounding. How everything seems random but follows a pattern. The halo on my head looks like the rings of Saturn, cause I'm truly enlightened, I see through the mix. My wit's tighten, knowing I could forever exist. Something's overlooked, perhaps misunderstood. Maybe it's the balance between evil and good. Balance the equation and the answer you'll find. The numbers that creep up through the back of your spines, they explain everything you do or that you say, and it breaks them down in every which way. And soon you see that you are governed by numbers. They beep at your face when you wake from your slumbers. So try and interpret the equation of love. You try and you try, so you turn to your drugs, but it doesn't live up to its awful price. It takes your life and ends it with a knife. Let's do a statistic that's so realistic it's almost cataclysmic. 100% of people are fucking ballistic. I guess evolution brought us here, but in time a revolution is near. Cause history proves that all things have twos and evil will lose. Good will prevail, and if we fail, the frail veil hidden over the database of the devil's face will be erased, replaced with haste. Maybe sometime we will listen to prophets who see the coming of ends and try and stop it. But 1% of people will actually listen and interpret, but the other 99% is practically worthless. It's what's beyond this material, what I've come to infuse with syllables that surpasses your crew's IQ. Knowledge you'll find in a book, but wisdom you find in the presence of a crook. So take a second look, I may be an angel disguised in a hook. Do you hear me? I try and speak it clearly. Try living a life of virtue, cause honestly a life of sin will only hurt you. Sin is what's best at the time, but you'll find it's sublime. The decisions you make determine your fate. Whatever path you take will leave you leaves to rake. The pieces of you become a part of all who you meet. The words that come from the heart you speak, imprint in the song, so all along you could define right from wrong. And I know it seems far-fetched and stretched, but this isn't what it's all about. It's not about a nice house, a nice cause, or wealth. It's about helping each other out, because if we got past color, past, and race, we could finally make progress and take our place among the stars that we odd. But this is only a rap or maybe a message from God. Listen to this a few more times. The numbers of God will imprint in the back of your mind, and you'll see your morals will change. And it's strange how before we put up with the pain, but in the Garden of Eden, Eve gave me something to believe in. Redeeming yourself for what you've done. Soldier, put down that gun and hug someone. Maybe one day we'll look back at our past and laugh, but if not, I just stuck my neck out like a fucking giraffe.